Hey everybody, we've got a cool, exciting video for y'all today. We are going to dive into this residential, high-end, beautiful residential, Southwest Florida landscape project that we are in the midst of building, laying out, planting. Today's a big day. We've got the first load of trees that have just arrived and more on the way right now. A tremendous amount has already been done, so let's walk through what has happened, what's going on, and what the whole vision is all about here on this one. And it'll be really, really fun to show you guys through the workings of a landscape in the works. And then in a couple weeks, we'll do another video with the big reveal. So let's dive in. All right, so this is kind of a good vantage point for you guys looking at the house as a whole here from the front. You can see it's quite a blank canvas right now. We did leave a few palms that were in good shape that were here from before, but much of the landscape really needed to go. It was not at all up to par for how unbelievably beautiful this home is, and the owners are pretty excited to really tune this place up and get it looking absolutely amazing. As you can see in the plans here, that's the front of the house. Here's the front of the residence, front door. So you can see we're putting in quite a bit of plant material right in this area. Quite a few trees, some pigeon plum trees and a bunch of palms to really make that front door this lush, cool, tropical oasis. Really gorgeous walkway up to that front door. And the house is so tall and so big, especially on this front facade, that having some big trees in there, and quite a few of them, is going to help to bring it down and make the scale feel a lot more appropriate and a lot more residential. So right now it looks like a lot of white, a lot of building for sure, but as we're starting to sink some trees, we're going to be softening it right up, which is really exciting. The first load of trees, like I said, just got here today, so the guys are already diving in and planting away like crazy with some of these big 100-gallon ligustrum trees. These ligustrums are white flowering, absolutely beautiful, evergreen, really nice trees. They're all tied up and everything right now, but we'll get those all in and soaked in really nice and open them up this afternoon, and that's exciting. So the first of the trees is going in now, and then we've got some more palms and some more bigger trees coming in later today, and some boulders. We're gonna really be shaping up and adding some dimension to this landscape with a lot of boulders to do some cool retaining and add just a lot more interest to it, so that some of these swales and some of the water retention areas are a lot more interesting than just like rolling holes of grass like they were before. So really changing up the style and scheme of the way this one looks. So let's get a little closer and dive into what we're really going to do. So one of the most important, I can't even stress this enough, key aspects of a project like this down in Southwest Florida is soil amendment. The native soil, or the after construction garbage soil that most of these properties are left with, is just total trash. So we hauled out 5 or 6 huge loads of soil or of sandy garbage and brought in really beautiful black soil with a lot of compost mixed in. This will help for the long term tremendously. Soil amendment, I can't stress enough how important that is. Getting all these plants started off with really healthy, beautiful soil. So all of our planting areas and bed areas, we dug out deep, at least a foot, if not 16 inches, and got really all that stuff out of here, so that as we're planting all this stuff, we're mixing all this beautiful soil in and really starting off strong. All right, so here he is, the man,
the man of the hour,
the legend. This is Robert Soto, my good buddy. He's the landscape contractor that we're using on this job and many others. We've got I don't even know, like 8 or 10 or
I lost track.
20. A lot of jobs going right now, and it's been really fun because he's got a killer crew, and they're jamming
Always working
full
hard.
speed. Yeah, always working hard. And we've got a lot going on, so it's exciting to see some of the first trees going in on this one. And Robert and I were just walking around the site and talking about all the odds and ends and things that need to happen over the next few days. But we're hoping that we'll have this one wrapped up in, what, a week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Solid.
2 weeks? Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe 5 days?
Yeah. Your schedule, yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks probably, 10 days. But anyway, we'll have it wrapped up and looking really, really good. So I'm excited about that. We'll be sure to do another video taking you guys through when it's all really styled out and the lights are on in the evening, sunset.
That's
Maybe
cool.
we'll be having a cocktail while we tour you guys around. That'd be kind of nice.
A little bourbon.
A little bourbon. So stay tuned for that one. And but in the meantime, I want to show you guys around the rest of the site, on the back side and the pool area and stuff, and take you through what we're going to be doing back there. All right, so as you can see, as we wrap around the back side of the house here, this place is in pretty rough shape right now. But that's exciting because we're going to really turn the corner here soon. Not that long ago, about 5 months ago, Hurricane Ian swept through here and flooded this all out. The water was about waist high or so through here on me. And, you know, as you can see, there's still just a tremendous amount of debris in here. We've got to clean all this up. There's some plastic bins and random stuff in there. We'll clean a lot of that up, but also leave a tremendous amount of the natural debris to let it break down and become soils, and the native plants to, you know, reinvigorate and repopulate this conservation area around this little lagoon. But on this side, on the owner's property here, we are going to raise this up just slightly so we have a nice crushed shell pathway down through here to get back into the pool area, and plant this out with some railroad vine, some other native grasses and things on the sides, and really make it a natural feeling, real beachy feel, but accessible and much nicer than it is now. Back here inside the pool, before, this was all grass and natural turf, and it was a mess. I mean, it was always really, really muddy. We don't get a lot of sun back here, so it was a mess. So we dug all that out, and we're gonna bring some base compacting gravel in here, and this is gonna be all faux turf around the pool. This is a great application for faux artificial turf, where it can be green, it can really soften up the space, but you know, it won't have the maintenance and the issues of a real natural grass right around the pool, which we were just having all kinds of problems with back here. The landscape bed areas, we're leaving all these palms, of course. These Alexander palms and thatch palms are looking really, really good. But we're just gonna enhance what's here and really work with this, adding a bunch of cool bromeliads and color, finessing this all out so that these beds and the planting areas look really, really cool. And just load them up with a lot more interest. Along that fence line there, we're gonna put a hedge of native buttonwood on the outside of the fence and allow that buttonwood to grow through the fence, so it's trimmed real tight, maybe 4 inches on this side of the fence, trimmed so it's nice and green, a nice green screen, but we still have the fence there, which is required by code, but it will, you know, disappear with that buttonwood hedge flowing right through here really nicely. Back in here, you can see there's still a tremendous amount of debris from the storm. We'll clean and clear a little bit of that out, especially the real unsightly stuff that's right on the edge here, and be planting in some natives just to green that up and soften it up. But I love this huge, huge sea grape here. We'll clean that up and get the dead out of it, and probably tie a whole bunch of orchids and bromeliads and other epiphyte air plants in that, and really make that a cool feature to look out at from the house. We can uplight it and have some fun with that really cool big sea grape there that right now looks kind of ugly, but I know I can make that super, super stunning. So the landscape is in a little bit of rough shape right now. This is kind of standard issue though. You know, we got to come in, rip into it, tear it up in order to make it look absolutely amazing and beautiful. This is what it's all about. Sometimes it's a dirty, dusty, hot, sweaty scene, but pretty soon, like Robert said, what do you say, 5 days, 6 days, maybe 10? We'll have this place looking really, really beautiful, and we'll do another video for sure and walk and talk through how it all looks. So keep this one in mind and check back in with us here soon. If you're not already subscribed to Jack Barnwell Design, please do so. Click that bell so that you get notified when we post another video, so you can keep following along with all the projects we have going on down here in Southwest Florida, up in northern Michigan, and everywhere in between. We've got a lot of really cool ones on the docket, so stay tuned. We'll see y'all soon. Cheers. Yeah.
Get rid of that one?
I'd like to, but apparently some people in a golf cart came and said that to stop.
Oh, really? He wants boulders. Who does that?
High demand.
We plant all the big stuff first and then worry about the boulders later. So he wants to work ass backwards all the time.
What a prick.